In March 2024, Sweden and Poland solidified their burgeoning defense partnership with a landmark €1.5 billion agreement for the supply of over 6,000 Carl-Gustaf M4 recoilless rifles, marking one of the largest ground combat contracts in the history of Swedish defense giant Saab. Signed in the Polish port city of Gdynia, the deal encompasses not only the delivery of these versatile, shoulder-fired weapons, but also several 100,000 rounds of diverse ammunition types, including anti-tank, high-explosive, armor-piercing, multifunctional, smoke, illumination, training, and exercise rounds. Accompanied by logistics support, training packages, and technical documentation, the contract is set to unfold over a multi-year timeline, with deliveries scheduled from 2024 to 2027. This agreement, valued at approximately 12.9 billion SEK, or $1.26 billion by Saab, though cited as over 6 billion PLN, or $1.53 billion by Poland's armaments agency, underscores Poland's aggressive military modernization and Sweden's pivotal role as a NATO ally. Against the backdrop of Russia's ongoing war in Ukraine and heightened Baltic Sea tensions, the deal reflects both strategic necessity and deepening bilateral ties, though it also raises questions about costs, integration, and Poland's long-term defense strategy. The Carl-Gustaf M4, a battle-proven system renowned for its portability and adaptability, is at the heart of this agreement. Capable of firing a wide range of ammunition, from anti-tank rounds that have destroyed Russian T-90M tanks in Ukraine to illumination rounds for battlefield support, the M4 is a multi-role weapon ideally suited for modern warfare. For Poland, the acquisition aims to phase out its aging Soviet-era RPG-7 systems, which lack the versatility and precision of contemporary platforms. The inclusion of FCD-558 fire control device sights further enhances the weapon's accuracy, making it a critical asset for Poland's ground forces. The deal's timing is no coincidence. It was formalized just as Sweden acceded to NATO in March 2024, transforming the Polish-Swedish relationship from one of partnership to alliance. Polish Defense Minister Władysław Kosiniak-Kamysz emphasized the symbolic weight of this milestone, noting that the contract strengthens NATO's eastern flank while fostering closer ties with Sweden. Swedish Defense Minister Pål Jonson echoed this sentiment, highlighting the Carl-Gustaf's combat efficacy and Saab's role in supporting Allied security. Financially, the agreement is a significant undertaking, though discrepancies in reported valuations merit scrutiny. Saab's figure of 12.9 billion SEK aligns with a $1.26 billion valuation, while Poland's estimate of over 6 billion PLN suggests a higher cost, potentially due to additional expenses like training and logistics or currency conversion nuances. This cost has sparked debate in Poland, where defense spending already consumes 3.9% of GDP, the highest in NATO. Social media platforms like X reveal mixed sentiments, praise the deal for meeting the Polish armed forces' need for reusable, multi-role grenade launchers, while the other criticized its 5 billion PLN net price, arguing that Poland could develop comparable technology domestically. Such critiques reflect broader tensions in Poland's defense strategy, which balances rapid foreign procurement against aspirations for self-reliance. The deal's multi-year delivery schedule, expected to commence in 2024, pending unspecified external conditions, suggests that Saab is scaling production to meet Poland's needs, bolstered by its global demand for the Carl-Gustaf M4 from nations like Japan, Australia, and the United States. Strategically, the agreement aligns with Poland's broader military buildup, driven by Russia's aggression in Ukraine and the need to modernize its post-Soviet arsenal. Poland has emerged as a defense spending powerhouse, securing major contracts with the United States for Patriot systems and Abrams tanks, and with South Korea for K2 tanks and K9 howitzers. The Carl-Gustaf deal complements these efforts, providing infantry units with a lightweight, effective anti-armor capability. However, integrating diverse systems from multiple countries poses logistical challenges, from maintenance to training. Analysts note that Poland's rapid acquisitions, while necessary, risk straining its defense infrastructure over time. The Carl-Gustaf M4's simplicity and Saab's comprehensive support package mitigate some of these concerns, but the sheer scale of Poland's modernization demands careful coordination. Additionally, the deal reinforces Polish-Swedish cooperation in the Baltic Sea region, where both nations face shared threats from Russia. Discussions in Gdynia also touched on support for Ukraine, suggesting that the agreement is part of a broader alignment against regional adversaries. Sweden, meanwhile, benefits from both economic and geopolitical gains. Saab's global portfolio for the Carl-Gustaf M4 is robust, with recent orders from undisclosed buyers and the launch of a new manufacturing facility in India in March 2024, its first outside Sweden. This expansion underscores Saab's ability to meet large-scale contracts like Poland's, while reinforcing Sweden's reputation as a reliable arms exporter. However, Sweden's arms trade has faced criticism for inconsistent human rights policies, though such concerns are irrelevant to the Poland deal, given their shared NATO framework. The agreement also cements Sweden's integration into NATO, with the Carl-Gustaf M4 serving as a tangible symbol of its commitment to collective defense. Historically, Polish-Swedish relations have been complex, marked by the devastating Swedish deluge of the 17th century, but today's cooperation reflects a shared vision for Baltic security and NATO unity. Looking ahead, the Carl-Gustaf M4 agreement's success hinges on execution. As of May 2025, no public updates confirm specific delivery milestones, though the absence of reported delays suggests steady progress. The deal's long-term impact will depend on Poland's ability to integrate the system effectively and manage its defense budget sustainably. For Sweden, the contract bolsters Saab's order book and reinforces its strategic partnership with Poland, potentially paving the way for future collaborations, such as additional Saab 340 AEW&C aircraft deliveries. While cost concerns and integration challenges linger, the agreement stands as a testament to both nations' resolve to counter regional threats and strengthen NATO's eastern flank. As Poland continues its military transformation and Sweden settles into its NATO role, the Carl-Gustaf M4 deal exemplifies their shared commitment to a secure and resilient future.